All right, bang, bang. Today is Wednesday. It's August 11th. Welcome to the Dog Walk presented by Barstool Sports. I'm joined in studio by my guest. His name is Shawn the Balloon Guy. Shawn, welcome to the show.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Hey, this is great, man. So I got in touch with you because you actually did my nephew's birthday a couple years ago. And I saw
Nice.
you in the midst of your whole thing, and I was like, I got to get that guy.
Oh, wow, thanks.
Yeah. Did a great job.
I wondered.
And yeah, that's how I got. Yeah, see, you don't remember. I actually asked you for your card. You have a card.
Yeah.
And
You know what? I vaguely might remember this.
really? Okay.
Did you say something about it?
Yeah, I did. I was like, hey,
Because, I remember, I kind of, like, it's not like a definite memory, but I kind of remember something about
a show
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
So thanks for being here. And it was we were just kind of ready to go. Long time in the making. I don't know why. I came across the card last week, and I was like, you know what? I never did this. I got to reach back out. So
Oh, wow.
glad you're here. That's literally 2019. This is like 2 years in the making here. So before we go any further, Shawn, have you ever had JP Graziano's?
No.
No, Shawn, I'm going to give you one of these to take
Oh,
home.
awesome.
Oh, this is great, man. These are the beef kits. So Italian beef. You like Italian beef? You a
Yeah,
fan?
I do. Yeah.
What do you like? You got like a favorite spot or anything?
There's not really much places that I can think of in the suburbs besides, like, the chains.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, this is good. So you'll be able to make this at home. If someone's watching at home, someone's listening, go to tasterealchicago.com. Go get your beef kit. It gives you the giardiniera. It gives you the seasoning. It gives you a lot of good stuff here. So go get the beef kit, tasterealchicago.com. And if you're in the area, we are selling them at Home Depot right now. So go pick one up at Home Depot.
Awesome.
And go to that late night window, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's open until 1 a.m. You can get yourself a sandwich and have yourself a great night. So that's it, jpgraziano.com, tasterealchicago.com. All right, Shawn. Let's jump into it first. How did you get into the balloon game? And it's so what? And explain what exactly all of what you do, because there's face painting involved, and just get into all
Yeah,
of it.
sure. So basically, I did some traveling 6-7 years ago, and then when I came back, I was like having to just talk to people. It seemed like I had gotten this skill of being able to get jobs real easily, but I wasn't finding anything that I was like really into. So then I was on Craigslist looking for some gigs, and I saw like an application for this to Balloons A Go-Go. They do restaurants in the western suburbs. And so I just like, okay, I'll fill it out. And then he got back to me like that day, told me to meet him at a Starbucks, and he gave me a bag of balloons and a pump. And I don't know, there were a couple people there too, but they didn't keep going with it. And I feel like it's a lot of like learning the basics. Like, you could do it, but you got to have some amount of interest in it. And I've always really liked ceramics, so I feel like I have like good 3D visualization and stuff. So
Gotcha. So you had to. Many people tried, but nobody had the passion that you had for the balloon game.
Yeah, I mean, I got some friends out there who do, but yeah, it's like.
So what were you doing before this then? What was the what were the odd jobs?
I was a barista twice. Which I did like being a barista, but I didn't really like either of the managers. They didn't like me. I don't know. But
What happened? What was his name?
I don't know if I want to like talk about it.
All right, if you ever want to, we'll get his ass, Shawn.
Yeah, I was just making too many espressos. That was kind of my fault, but
Yeah.
hey, no one said how many I could make.
Yeah. And you were just dreaming of balloons, maybe subconsciously. Sorry. So you did this.
I did that, and I actually was like doing some petitioning, and it didn't really matter if I believed in it or not, but it was like something about gerrymandering.
Oh, got
So
petitioning.
I was petitioning that, making a little money doing that. It's just like I had couple jobs at one time working at a bagel place that was kind of like weird, you know. It was just a bunch of things that I was like able to get a lot of jobs, but I wasn't like
Not a bagel guy, huh?
yeah. Yeah.
What's your favorite
getting
bagel?
micromanaged and
What's
I
your
don't know.
favorite bagel?
I don't eat bagels a lot, but I do. I mean, some of the I guess I like cinnamon stuff. Whatever, you know.
Cinnamon.
You know, I was
raisin.
just in Bend, Oregon, and instead of a cinnamon roll, it was a cardamom roll, and that it's like
Cardamom
kind of a
roll?
Swedish. Oh, that's like a Swedish thing, cardamom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
instead of cinnamon, it was kind of good. It was different.
All right.
But anyway, yeah. So
Cardamom
yeah, I was
roll.
just doing a lot of
Write that
things.
down.
I was a janitor at Nordstrom for 10 years, or not at Nordstrom for 10 years, but I was a janitor for 10 years when I was younger because
Oh.
I wasn't. I didn't know what I wanted to do, so I was just like, I'll just get a job. And
So how many
I'm
years
good
have-
at cleaning, so
Good at cleaning?
yeah.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
that's a good skill to have, though. House is looking good, then?
Kind of gets tiring though.
Yeah.
You know, just doing something that you automatically do anyway.
But your
So,
shower's probably immaculate, huh?
I
Not so
clean
much.
everything else. My wife cleans the
Oh,
bathrooms.
oh, really?
It's her choice.
How'd you decide
it's,
on that?
It's her choice.
Oh, really? I thought it was like a draft or something.
Yeah.
So essentially, how long you been doing the balloon guy thing?
About 6 years now, and you know, at first I was like just doing it as a side gig. Oh yeah, and then I started doing I tried to do telemarketing for a week, and it was really insane. It was like it was like
You know,
they
like-
were just like obsessed with the Wolf of Wall Street, and there were like memes of the Wolf of Wall Street all over the office. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make a bunch of money, and I'm gonna have like a pet sloth, and we're gonna drive a sports car together. Really? But that didn't. They fired me after a week because
Why?
I only had one
Who
sale.
did this?
Do
you want to shout them out?
It was.
We'll get their ass.
I don't know. I don't know about them, but
I'm messing around.
they were just like selling credit card processors and stuff, and I would have to call these people who'd already been called and like get off my waiting list, get me off the list, and you know.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's a hard job. I don't know how people are good at it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, people would say the same thing about balloons, but
Yeah.
it takes, like
I
you
mean-
said, it takes passion.
Yeah, I mean, you find what you're good at, you know, or what you're passionate about. you know.
Yeah. So this is just something that you applied on Craigslist and it's kind of stuck here. Is it safe to say you
Yeah,
enjoy
you know,
this now?
What's that?
Do you enjoy it?
Oh, I do. I guess it seems like generally you get one kid who is a little hard to deal with
Oh, yeah?
at most events. Not every event.
Yeah. So be honest now, Shawn.
Yeah.
That kid who's hard to deal with. Do you kind of mess up his face paint a little less, a little more? You know, you don't do as great a job on him.
Not necessarily, but like if he asks for 2 swords, I'm not going to give him 2 nice swords. I'm going to give him 2 basic swords.
Oh, what's the difference? There's a basic sword and there's a nice sword.
Well, you know, that's like kind of a new thing that I learned. You get a big. I mean, I could show.
Yeah,
you.
yeah, we could do that too if you
Yeah,
want,
but-
right? Is that okay?
Yeah,
You could-
it's like you get a big balloon and then put the handle around it versus the one balloon sword that you've always seen. You know, basic
okay,
sword.
so no handle.
Yeah, it's not as big. You know.
Yeah.
Get a big balloon.
He
The
gets a
kid loves
little,
it.
little wimpy sword
Yeah.
if he's acting up.
But I mean, I try to just be understanding because you got to have a lot of patience to do this.
Yeah, for sure.
You know.
Is it, any kids, any stories there? Where do you have, like, I know we've talked about your arch rivals when it comes to bosses. How about kids?
Kids.
What about, tell me about Tommy from Hoffman Estates. Like, what any bad memories?
You know, just
coming
like a
back?
kid who's just like waiting in this line, which I'm trying to get away from the whole line work thing, but I haven't really had the time to focus on the bigger picture of like putting on more of a show so you don't have like 50 kids in a line. That's hard for me to like be like, these kids are waiting in line, and I try to do my best, but I get real into it, so it's hard to like juggle things. But yeah.
So if the kids didn't get in the line, how do you think you'd do it?
Or yeah, what I was saying is like I remember some kid just kept like heckling me how long it was taking, and I just told him like, you don't have to wait in line, man. Like,
oh yeah,
yeah.
You ever just turn around and be like, hey kid, shut the fuck up? No.
Well, I don't swear, but you know, if I'm in a certain mood, you know, that might I might get a little snappy.
Little snappy. I hear you. That's interesting. I didn't realize the line formation was such a
you know,
polarizing.
It depends on the like the vibe and the size of the crowd. Like sometimes kids just like being in line and watching it, but sometimes like if you're at at the planetarium, which I did a couple times for my friend, she there's just like a lot of kids there.
Yeah. And, you know, the kids, do you ever like jump in the bounce house with them to calm them down maybe?
You know, sometimes I do some costume characters. So if it's not one with a big head, then I might do that. Like Spider-Man, I might do that too, but, you know.
See, that I was interested in that too, because the outfit, what's from stopping you from just going with the standard clown look? Well, you just kind of go with a little.
You know, I think it's just people. I mean, in the entire 6 years doing gigs every week, I feel like I've had 2 or 3 requests for a clown.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I don't know. I guess they just got scary, and people just think of them as scary. So
yeah,
like, I'll do a clown if someone is like, oh, my kid really likes clowns, but you know.
Besides that, people thinking of like It and stuff like that.
Yeah,
they're terrified. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, so I don't really even advertise that I do that, but you know, if someone
in the back of the closet, you do have a clown outfit.
No, I don't have like a typical clown outfit. I just you know, one time I like did a clown request, and I just started throwing on like big glasses and just like weird stuff, and and the dad was like, "Oh, you're not a proper clown," and I'm like, "Oh, sorry."
Oh, the dad was upset.
Yeah, because I was like, you don't think this like ridiculous outfit is clown enough? Like, it's not like a 2-year-old's gonna be like, that's not proper.
Yeah,
clown.
You're not Bozo standards, you know. He was probably a big Bozo Buckets guy, I guarantee you.
Oh yeah.
Or he was a former clown himself, and he was just super judgmental.
Yeah, maybe.
There's a good chance of that.
Yeah.
So, what's the most common balloon animal?
Oh well, sword and unicorn, you know, and
sword and unicorn.
Yeah,
really?
And I don't feel like there's a good, quick way to make a unicorn. So that's a little frustrating.
Yeah,
you know, I'm sure there's a way to do it but it's not going to look that good. Mm-hmm. And then it's like, I don't know.
Unicorn, really? How do you get the horn? How do you poke that out? I don't listen. If the unicorn is that much of a pain in the ass, I would hate to have you make one on your day off.
Well, you basically take the balloon, you tie it off, and then you wrap it around to kind of give it that swirly thing. That's something I learned in the last 3 years.
Oh, okay.
To make it look like it's not just a balloon sticking.
Gotcha.
out.
Okay, so
it's pretty cool. I mean, it's just I don't want to do it.
Yeah. What's the most? You got like a unicorn record?
What's that?
You got like a unicorn record?
Record?
Yeah, like what's the most you've made in a day?
Oh, well, I did one time. My friend's sister asked me to make them for their bachelorette party, and I made like 20, 25.
Oh, damn. 25 unis, huh?
Yeah. And so that was just all unicorns, all, you know.
That's tough. What's the most common face painting?
Face painting, I mean, Spider-Man, unicorns, butterflies.
People like these unicorns, huh?
And tigers for some reason. I don't know if that's
happen?
But yeah, as far as face painting, which I haven't said a thing about, is I do like face painting. I've been an oil painter for like my whole last 15 years. So it's like good to get into the place where I can like have an opportunity to do that, but
That's nice.
I don't like taking pictures of people like for advertising.
Oh no.
You know, I mean,
Why?
I might like make a waiver to feel more comfortable with it, but I just feel kind of weird about it. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to be like, hey, can I take a picture of your kid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like
Some
a
people
longer
might.
conversation than I want to have. you
Yeah,
know? Even though it's
yeah.
probably not. I mean, some people are just like, oh, this would look so cool if I took a picture, but you know.
Yeah, you don't want Tommy running up and say, "Mommy, the balloon guy took a picture."
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. Is it? I mean, you should try to make that a prerequisite. Like one adult has to get a face painting.
What's
That's
that?
kind of upsetting. You don't have so that you have no pictures of your work at all.
No, I do. I've
Yeah.
been trying to do that more. It's kind of a thing where I gotta like force myself.
Really?
You know,
I mean, I'm sure if you told them, they would kind of be understanding. No.
Yeah, maybe when I'm like talking to the parent beforehand, I'd be
Yeah.
like,
Or you should tell the parent, "Hey, 10% off if you let me paint your face." Then you can
Yeah.
parent faces,
yes,
right?
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Are all balloons the same, or is there like a certain one that
there's,
kind of a little stiffer
There's
than others?
two main brands for professional balloon artists,
Really?
and that's Qualitex and Metallic, and some. I feel like if I were to make generalizations, it's like the old school balloon artists have always been more about the Qualitex, and then, I mean, it's not like a definite, demographic, but
Yeah.
it's kind of the general thing I see is people do what they're used to,
Yeah.
But I like Metallic. I use some Qualitex for specific colors.
What's the second one?
Qualitex and Metallic.
Metallic.
Yeah, yeah.
So the old school guys don't use metallic.
I mean, some of them have probably switched, but yeah.
Stuck
I
in
kind
their
of do.
ways.
I kind of do a combination of both of them. I like. Qualitex has some good colors. It's just Metallic feels like a little more thicker and.
I mean, that's fascinating because probably you balloon artists, balloon people, you guys are probably the only people who really care about the balloon brand.
Yeah.
Right?
I see
couldn't tell
kids
you a
stomping
brand.
on balloons. I just made them, and I'm like, okay, whatever.
Oh, does that hurt you when they stomp
no,
on them?
it's fine.
No? Be
Yeah,
honest.
I'm just there for the time I'm getting paid for. I don't.
Yeah, but you never worked on a big honking one, and then you just seen some kid turn around.
Occasionally. I feel like if they want something that's more complicated, they'll probably appreciate it more.
Yeah, that's true.
But I have seen that. Yeah. And then there's another one, Jamar. I think they're from South America. That is starting to become bigger. They seem, yeah. Anyway, enough about brands.
No, that's
But,
all right.
but yeah, I as far as balloons go, a big problem for me is, as you can see my bag, which I don't know. I just like buy all the colors. Oh, sorry. I buy a lot of colors. Like I feel like sometimes I am able to be like, you don't really need that, but
I see like you got like a couple browns at the bottom there. Yeah.
Yeah.
You never know when you'll need the right brown, I guess, right?
Well, yeah, different skin tones. I mean, usually that's what.
Oh yeah, that too.
Unless it's like, I don't know. I don't know. I kind of make like a monkey face with it or something sometimes.
Mhm.
I don't know, but I don't use those these, I got a
Here
little,
we go. If you're watching on YouTube, we're getting a.
I got a little tab
it's got
here,
the
so you
pump.
could do different things, like kind
Oh,
of
okay.
stretch it out that way.
That
or
sound.
link them together.
Does that sound ever get to you?
Only when only when I have to think about other people hearing it, then I'm like, yeah, this has got to be a lot. I mean, for me, I'm in control of that noise. I know what's going on.
Yeah, you hear when the creek's coming.
Some people really hate it.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I don't like the cardboard boxes, so I can empathize with those people.
Cardboard box
Yeah, I don't
noise.
like, not
What,
for me. So.
them rubbing together?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
ever heard that?
There are things I really don't like.
What is that for you?
Like metal, like smooth metal, like when something scrapes on it. I don't know.
Like a fork. People that don't just
Oh, I don't
People,
like that.
the teeth between the fork.
Yeah. Some eating chips.
Well, yeah, chips.
I mean, doesn't matter when I'm doing it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
How are the fingers banged up, or is it like you just got out of
I've only had
8 games of bloody knuckles?
You talking about from balloon twisting?
Yeah.
I feel like the only time I've really had a problem was like after 6 hours.
You've twisted balloons for 6 hours before?
Yeah. I mean,
What was
usually
that?
the most is like 4 or 5, and now
Sleepover? What was
no, it was up in I always get Barrington and Bartlett mixed up, but I think it's Barrington.
Barrington?
Yeah, and they have a country club up there that was McKay Country Club was hiring me for all their Christmas and Easter parties.
Barrington Country Club. They probably went tough on
it
you.
might be Bartlett. It's like way up north.
You better break out the fucking nice unicorns for that one.
Yeah, I do make pretty good balloons there.
Yeah.
But that's because I really appreciate having like 5 hours of work. It's just really exhausting. I gotta like bring caffeine with me.
Yeah. Do you have one balloon that you can't do? Like any type of...
Yeah, I kind of... Like I was thinking about how you'd probably ask me like what's the hardest or something like that, and I was just thinking I feel like with balloons it's like you can either do it or you can't, and you can go back and be like, how would I do that?
Yeah.
But I feel like I can do most things when people ask them, but sometimes it gets like weird if it's like I don't really know how to approach it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, like I've made ice cream cones where I felt fine with it, but sometimes I'm just like, this looks really weird.
Yeah, you're just not happy with your work.
Yeah.
I mean, because it is art, and
Yeah.
in a sense, it really is.
Yeah, sometimes when it gets like it's all I do on weekends and stuff, it starts to feel a little bit like a craft. But I try to go back and make it art again.
Yeah,
it's kind of a balance between craft and art, where it is.
Yeah, that's fair. Is there a you ever get the environmentalists coming after you? Because aren't people trying to get rid of balloons?
Yeah, there's a lot of talk about that with. I mean, I mostly hear that from balloon artists, like talking about how, like in some county in Massachusetts, I think, or Connecticut, they were like banning all balloons. I don't know if that went through, but yeah, the thing is like. I have mixed feelings about it. I mean, I try to stay away from Mylar balloons, but, because they don't really biodegrade. Latex eventually does, but also I try to clean up after myself when I leave a gig because, I mean, it's not going to biodegrade overnight. And, birds could eat it. So.
Yeah, how about that? That was a big thing. Birds do choke on them, or is that a myth?
I don't know to what degree. I have seen I got 2 doves. And they're kind of hilarious because...
You have 2 doves.
Yeah, and one of them's called a tangerine ringneck dove. And if the way he like laughs, like he like like the Joker or something all day. And you're just like,
Yeah.
what? He's like, my wife was doing yoga and he like put a feather on her yoga mat and then he like goes to like, she like pushes it off and then he like picks it up and puts it back and like hops away laughing. It's like, what?
Really?
What? Yeah. They got personality.
They do. You got any other pets?
I mean, you don't see pigeons doing that, so I don't know what
That's
to do.
true.
Yeah.
Pigeons or seagulls.
Yeah. Well, we have 3 quail, which we didn't intend to have. But
what happened? They snuck in your house?
No. Some girl in her class has 9 quail, and they asked if they could use the incubator at school. So then she brought them home, and then her mom's like, I don't want them. So we're like, okay, I guess we have quail now.
Oh, so you have kids then too?
What?
You have kids too, or no?
I have 4 stepkids and 1 kid of my own.
Oh, nice.
And she's a teacher, so
Nice.
yeah. She's got a lot of kids.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Quail. So you got quail, doves, and balloons in the house.
Yeah. She's a Waldorf teacher. So
nice.
they're with the class for 9 years.
Oh, nice.
So they're
That's
kind of like
interesting.
her kids.
That's so that she has the same class for 9 years?
Or 8 years, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I never even heard of that.
Yeah, and people are like, what if you don't like one of your kids? And she's like, well, what if you don't like one of your own kids? You got to like figure out how to make it work.
That's true. How about any parents set the ground rules on a non-sword party? Like, we're not doing swords, Mr. Shawn?
No, I don't really like when people ask me for a gun.
Yeah.
But I'll do it depending on my mood. But it'll be like a real simple, like kind of like a sword the way I make it, and then it's just like looks like a little laser. I don't know.
And now, do you wear the same outfit like you're wearing now, or what do you?
Yeah, I generally wear this. I mean, I used to wear like dress pants, but it's just like it's not comfortable.
Yeah.
So now I just wear more loose fitting clothing.
And I remember too, it was a very hot day and a lot of balloons were popping. Is that the most frustrating thing when the
2
weather
years?
you can't control?
That's funny because 2 years ago, for some reason, like that summer, all the balloons were popping, and I remember lots of people talking about it. It's like I would make a balloon and it'd take me like 4 or 5 times before I got it. And I was like, this is embarrassing. But yeah, I think
they want to bring it up.
I think it might have been the humidity.
Yeah,
because the summer doesn't always do that. It's just
Was that so? Why? I wonder why that was that 2 summers ago. It was just
I don't know.
Summer.
I don't know if it was especially humid that year.
Were you like? Was that tough for you to have them popping in front of the audience? Like, does that get to you? Like, feel like you're losing the locker room?
It depends how stressed I am that day.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not fun.
No, I mean, yeah, that would be. Super
You just have
annoying.
to be real careful, and then
you're right at the finish line, and then it's.
I hate when that happens. Like,
I bet
your last 2 balloons, and it's like kind of moderately complex, and then you're like, it just pops on you right as you're finished with it.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, Shawn, thank you for hopping on. Is there anything that we didn't get to that was like overly fascinating about the job that people would like to know?
Well, I'll say I really do. I don't get enough like weddings or adult parties, but I do like to do like adult parties where I can like kind of get more artistic with it, like with the hats for ladies and stuff. So I hope I get more gigs like that. Like I did a wedding and I was like doing the photo booth props, and that was kind of fun.
Yeah, that's cool.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty. I mean, sometimes it's a job, but I'm really grateful that I get outlet for my creativity.
Yeah.
I don't always have the time to sit down and like make a painting or whatever.
So it is mostly just kids' birthdays and picnics, company picnics, and stuff. It
tends to be that because kids love balloons for some reason. I guess maybe they like to see it get made. I don't know. But they will just keep coming back for more, usually,
Well, yeah, man. Like I said, thanks for coming in. What's the name of the company? Where can people find this?
Zebra Zordan, ZebraZordan.com. And that's where my website is. And you can also search on Instagram for Zebra Zordan. And that's my current brand, yeah.
Awesome. So ZebraZordan.com.
Yeah.
If you heard them. And then did you say your wife does it too? I feel like
she's really involved in her job, so she's kind of backed away for now. But she doesn't really do the balloons. She does more face painting. I mean, she'll do balloons if she absolutely has to. But yeah, so I often have her do the face painting if we need 2 of us.
Nice.
Or I'll find someone else if she's like feeling too overwhelmed.
and this is do you do anything else, or this is the gig right now?
Well, it's been a hard year with the pandemic and stuff, so I have gotten into other side gigs, and I am going to probably get a week job this year since my son will be going to school 5 days a week. But that's another thing, is it's been a good way to make money while I'm watching him during the week. It kind of works out. It's a little stressful, but
yeah, man. I mean, there's so many things. Like, obviously it was the businesses, like the restaurants and the bars, but people like you really got kind of screwed last year. So
yeah,
that's unfortunate.
I could have adapted, but I kind of was just like, I guess I'm gonna focus on other things. And
How do you think you could? What did you have in mind?
Oh, I was painting.
Do something else.
Yeah. Oh, we have like a 1882 built house, so it needs a lot of work. So I've been learning things about home remodeling, which is I don't know how passionate I am about it, but I would do that for a job if I could find, carpentry or something. That sounds kind of cool to me.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. We had some fun, obviously here, but make sure you go check them out. Zebra Zordan. Thank you. I wish you the best, and hopefully, things pick back up.
Yeah. Well, they've actually kind of exploded.
All right, good. That's good to hear.
With everyone wants to party now.
Yeah, ZebraZordan.com.
Yeah.
Go check them out. Thank you, Shawn. That's it for today, everybody. Thank you for listening. We'll see you all tomorrow.